This is the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fitful sights and great signs shall be from heaven. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Wakakadash, and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and his unbegotten Son, Ba'ashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash tongue, and I say Barakathon to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a earthquakes in diverse places as of December 17, 2025, this Wednesday night. And this is a news article from the Daily Mail as of December 17, 2025, published by Chris Miller, the U.S. Assistant of Science Editor. And it reads, it says, an earthquake stirred fears in America's heartland as deadly fault zone awakenings. Right, because you've been seeing a lot of, especially over there in the Russian Peninsula, because you got a reverse tectonic plate. As as we know it earlier in the year, what was that, in mid-July? You had that 8.8 earthquake over there in Russia. They was dealing with the reverse of the tectonic plate, and then now in the fault line over there in I would say California, Southern California, San Andreas of California, dealing with that fault line of that been increasing of a potential larger earthquake might hit over there, Southern California. Because for the past 4 or 5 days, consistently, we've been seeing heavy swarms of minor earthquakes increasing, I would say, over there, near the Bay Area. I would say like the east of the Bay Area, especially over there in San Juan of California, I believe. They would get hit with heavy swarms of earthquakes over there in the area. So I expect to see potentially of a larger earthquake. A lot of speculation been increasing about that for the past couple of years, and recently, as expertise when it comes to the weather and about this potential earthquake might hit over there in the San Andreas over there in California. So I just want to add a side note to that. It says a giant cinematic zone in the heart of the U.S. has been dozens of tiny earthquakes breaking out in the last month, renewed fears of a catastrophic natural disaster soon. Since mid-November, the U.S. Geological Survey, the USGS, has detached at least 38 low-level cinematic along the boundaries of New Zealand. The cinematic zones, the NMSD in Alaska, Kentucky, Missouri, and Tennessee. It says the NMSD is a large area in the middle of U.S. where hundreds of minor earthquakes have been recorded each year, with the light tremors been considered harmless and normal for the region. It says none of the new quakes registered greater than 2.6 in magnitude, meaning it's unlikely residents felt them, but the fresh activities came most exactly on the date in the same location as the last major cinematic event erupts within the NMSN. It says the latest tiny tremor, the magnitude 1.8 quake, was recorded on December 15th, just one day before the 214th anniversary of the devastating 1811-1812 earthquake swarm. Between December 1811 and February 1812, a group of powerful quakes over a 7.0 magnitude causes damage in cities such as Cincinnati, St. Louis, and was felt in states as far as Kentucky and Louisiana. Scientists have found that the large quakes like these could happen at the NMSE every 200-800 years, meaning the regional is now within the range for the next major disaster in the Midwest. It says right, of course, and over there in the West Coast as well too. Over there in the California region and over there in the Pacific Northwest. It says that while the latest swarms this month falls within the range of normal cinematic activities along the NMSC, researchers still don't know the exact reasons of giant earthquakes, even the forms of when the next one will strike. It says the U.S. Earthquake Geological Survey has recorded nearly 40 minor earthquakes along the New Madrid seismic zones over the last month. It says 150 miles of the NMSZ stretch through the parts of Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Illinois. It says that NMSZ stretched about 150 miles along the Mississippi River Valley through parts of the northeastern Arkansas, southeastern Missouri, western Tennessee, western Kentucky, and southern Illinois. It says this zone is one of the most active earthquake spots east of the Rocky Mountains, even though it is actively unknown compared to the earthquake hotspots such as Southern California and the Bay Area. Research with the USGS has warned that the strange area of a 40% chance of unleashing a magnitude 6.0 within the next 5 decades. Probably way lesser than that. It says despite the risk of the NMAC has remained a geological oddity because in a implant seismic zone, meaning it's far from the tectonic boundaries that typically cause earthquakes that grind past each other. Get to the earthquakes. Because you had a 5.6 earthquake over there in Panama. That was screws. I suspect it wrong. Yeah, man, I just go to the latest earthquakes. And this is from the latest earthquake.usgs.gov. And you had a 2.5 earthquake recorded 32 kilometers east of Alamo, Nevada. 5.6 earthquake recorded 152 kilometers south and southeast Boyacá, Panama. 4.3 earthquake recorded 155 kilometers south and southeast of Valley Skiv of Russia. 4.1 earthquake recorded 232 kilometers south and southeast of Alban of Indonesia. 5.0 earthquake recorded 84 kilometers south and southeast of Port Vila, Vanuatu. 2.5 earthquake recorded 115 kilometers north of Yakult of Alaska. 4.5 earthquake recorded 80 kilometers south and southeast of Kyrgyzstan, China. 5.4 earthquake recorded 272 kilometers south and southeast Aulio Wallace of Fontia. 2.9 earthquake recorded 24 kilometers west of Happy Valley, Alaska. 5.7 earthquake recorded South Sandwich Island region. 3.5 earthquake recorded 39 kilometers south and southwest of Balcadal, Nama of Dominican Republic. 2.5 earthquake recorded 4 kilometers west of northwest of Fruch of Puerto Rico. 3.4 earthquake recorded 53 kilometers east and northeast of Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. 2.5 earthquake recorded 67 kilometers east of Cantwell, Alaska. 3.3 earthquake recorded 89 kilometers north of Yakult, Alaska. 4.3 earthquake recorded of Bonia Island, Japan region. 4.3 earthquake recorded 55 kilometers east of northeast of Balkon of Pakistan. 2.6 earthquake recorded 113 kilometers north of Yakult of Alaska. 4.7 earthquake recorded in Pangong region of North Mariana Islands. 3.1 earthquake. It says 21 kilometers east of Little Lake, California. Yeah. Oh, Macy's is no, I was in the room. I saw a lot of fire trucks. Like, why this would be the right set for them? Right. Why a little red box for now? Yeah. Okay, then they can go on. Oh, why? Because they want yeah, I was hitting there too. This is a 3.1 earthquake recorded 21 kilometers, Little Lake, California. 5.1 earthquake, 99 kilometers south of southwest of Yakulowa, Japan, if I pronounced that right. 2.8 earthquake recorded 99 kilometers northeast of Yakult, Alaska. 2.9 earthquake recorded 97 kilometers of northeast of Yakult, of Alaska. 4.4 earthquake recorded 183 kilometers northeast La Pasio, Timor-Leste. 3.1 earthquake recorded 44 kilometers northwest of Taliope, Alaska. 4.2 earthquake recorded 86 kilometers south of Puerto El Tafernillo of El Salvador. 4.4 earthquake recorded 83 kilometers south of east of Rontelio, Indonesia. And you had a 3.0 earthquake recorded 4 kilometers southeast of San Juan, California. And that was the same area. Got hit with consistent minor earthquakes in that region over there east of Bay Area. And this is Luke 21 and verse 11. It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great signs shall be from heaven. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of the earthquakes in diverse places. As of December the 17th, 2025, it's a Wednesday afternoon. So hopefully this was edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Wakakadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Ba'Hashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lost Wakadash will tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles for Akima Akwa. Until next time, I would say Shalom.